On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Accident.
An unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Cause an accident. Injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Thud.
A dull, heavy sound made when a heavy object falls or strikes a surface, often with a low frequency and resonance.
Examples:
Thud of footsteps. A distant thud. The loud thud of the door closing echoed through the empty hallway.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Antler.
A branched, bony growth that protrudes from the forehead of male deer, elk, and moose, and that is shed and regrown annually.
Examples:
Branches of an antler. Shedding antlers. The deer's antlers were an impressive sight to see in the forest.
Penetrate.
To pass into or through something, often by overcoming resistance.
Examples:
Penetrate a cell. Penetrate quickly into the skin. Western ideology slowly penetrates through the Eastern countries.
Trachea.
The tube-like structure in the body through which air moves from the larynx, equals a part of the human respiratory system located in the neck region, to the bronchi, equals part of the respiratory system and are responsible for conducting air into the lungs, also known as the windpipe.
Examples:
Trachea blockage. Trachea infection. Inhaling irritants can cause inflammation of the trachea and lead to coughing.
Esophagus.
The muscular tube that connects the mouth and throat to the stomach, which allows food to pass through.
Examples:
Esophagus reflux. Upper esophagus. The tumor in her esophagus was causing her difficulty in eating and drinking.
Spinal.
Of or relating to the spine, equals the long bone in the body's back.
Examples:
Spinal injury. Brain and spinal cord. The surgeon carefully confirmed how to remove the tumor to avoid damaging the spinal nerves.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord, electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Fracture.
The breaking or cracking of a rigid material or object, such as bone.
Examples:
Fracture test. Risk of bone fractures. X-ray inspection revealed many fractures.
Gurgle.
To make the sound of liquid flowing or bubbles popping. To speak in a gurgling or incoherent manner. Noun, a bubbling or gurgling sound produced by liquid flowing or moving in a manner that creates a repetitive, water-like sound.
Examples:
The gurgle of air bubble. Gurgle softly. I could hear my stomach gurgle loudly after skipping breakfast.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Calm.
Not excited, angry, or nervous, free from wind, large waves.
Examples:
Calm sea. Calm manner. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly calm and at peace.
Ambulance.
A vehicle specifically designed and equipped to transport sick or injured people to and from hospitals and other medical facilities.
Examples:
Dispatch an ambulance. Ambulance service. The ambulance crew quickly stabilized the patient before transporting them to the hospital.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Tire.
To become weary or fatigued, often due to physical or mental exertion. To cause someone to feel weary or fatigued. Noun, a rubber covering that is placed around the rim of a wheel, which provides traction and absorbs shock while driving.
Examples:
Tire my patience. Tire pressure. I need to tire out my dog with a long walk so that he will sleep through the night.
Frequency.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
frequency band, high frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Airlift.
The transportation of people or goods by aircraft, often used to refer to a major operation to move large numbers of people or supplies to or from an area in need, particularly in times of disaster or conflict.
Examples:
humanitarian airlift. Military airlift. The humanitarian organization organized an airlift of supplies to the disaster-stricken area.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Alternate.
Occurring or existing one after the other regularly.
Examples:
alternate choice. Every alternate year. The cleaning lady comes on alternate Wednesdays.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Privacy.
Someone's right to keep their personal matters and relationships not watched or interrupted by other people.
Examples:
privacy abuse. Trespass on a person's privacy. This conduct would be an invasion of privacy. Tabloid. Relating to a type of newspaper or journalism that focuses on sensational and often trivial stories and headlines. Noun, a type of newspaper or magazine that typically features sensational or scandalous stories and headlines, often with a focus on celebrity gossip or other entertainment news.
Examples:
tabloid journalism. Political tabloid. The tabloid newspaper always covers sensational stories. Gender. The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Transgender.
Relating to or denoting a person whose gender identity does not correspond to that person's biological sex assigned at birth.
Examples:
Transgender person. Transgender rights. Many transgender individuals face discrimination and marginalization in society.
Scot.
A tax or payment, particularly a share or portion of something. A person from Scotland or a Scottish immigrant.
Examples:
Pay annual Scot. Traditional Scot attire. The Scot-free suspect was later apprehended for a different crime.
Headline:
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Swap.
To give something and receive something in trade.
Examples:
Swap seats. Swap columns with rows. Don't swap horses while crossing a stream.
Ninja.
A Japanese warrior or assassin trained in martial arts and stealth tactics, associated with the feudal era of Japan.
Examples:
Ninja costume. Ninja warrior. The skilled ninja moved stealthily through the shadows to carry out their mission.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast. Shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples:
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Sewer.
An underground system of pipes used to carry away sewage and wastewater.
Examples:
Sewer device. Sewer system. The city is upgrading its sewer system to prevent flooding during heavy rain.
Skip.
To move along lightly and quickly, making a step from one foot to the other with a hop or bounce, to intentionally fail to do something which would normally do.
Examples:
Skip across the country. Skip breakfast. We skipped the topic because it was too complicated.
Rooftop.
The upper surface or cover of a building's roof, often used for recreational or other purposes.
Examples:
Rooftop live. Rooftop deck. They held the dinner party on the rooftop terrace, enjoying the beautiful view of the city.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Defenseless.
Without protection or defense, vulnerable.
Examples:
Defenseless against crime. A defenseless city. The small animal was defenseless against its predators, with no means of protection.
Apology.
An act of saying or writing that you are sorry for something that has been done wrong or that causes a trouble.
Examples:
Genuine apology. Accept his apology. She wrote a letter of apology to the renter.
Retract.
To take back, withdraw, or revoke something that has been said or done. To disavow or repudiate a statement or assertion that one has previously made.
Examples:
Retract a promise. Retract a lawsuit. I need to retract my statement because I realized it was incorrect.
Acknowledgement.
The act of accepting or admitting something, or the fact of being accepted or admitted, recognition or acceptance of the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
In thankful acknowledgement. Acknowledgement of obligation. The recipient signed the acknowledgement of receipt.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Anchor.
A device, typically made of metal, that is used to moor a ship or boat in a particular place, typically by being dropped to the seabed, a central cohesive source of support and stability.
Examples:
Anchor bolt. Anchor weight. The ship dropped anchor in the bay.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Trample.
To step heavily on something or someone, causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Trample down his feelings. Trample on the rights. The plants in this garden are precious, so you must not trample them.
Newfound.
Newly discovered or acquired.
Examples:
A newfound mine. Newfound freedom. With his newfound wealth, he could travel the world and indulge in his passions.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Bigotry.
Intolerance toward those who hold different opinions from oneself.
Examples:
Ethnic bigotry. Self-righteous bigotry. Bigotry and discrimination have no place in our society.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Committee.
A group of people appointed or elected to perform a specific function or manage a particular task, often within a larger organization.
Examples:
Committee meeting. Committee member. The ad hoc committee met to discuss the proposal.
Regulate.
To control something, especially by means of rules or laws.
Examples:
Regulate blood sugar levels. Regulate our conduct. We must manage to regulate our expenditure.
Sip.
To drink a liquid by taking small mouthfuls. Noun, a small drink.
Examples:
Sip a drink. Take a sip of beer. He sipped his tea slowly, savoring the taste.
Dip.
To put something into a liquid for a short time and take it out again.
Examples:
Dip a pen in ink. Dip a chip in the sauce. Please dip up a bucket full of water from the well.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Irony.
The expression of one's meaning by using language that usually signifies the opposite, typically for humorous or rhetorical effect.
Examples:
Bitter irony. Irony humor. The irony of the situation is that he won the lottery on the day he lost his job.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Interactive.
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
Interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Beware.
To be cautious or careful about something or someone that may cause harm or danger.
Examples:
Beware of scams. Beware of strangers. Please beware of the slippery floor after it rains, or you could fall.
Bigot.
A person who is intolerant of others who hold different opinions, beliefs, or values, especially someone who displays stubborn and unreasonable prejudice against particular groups of people.
Examples:
bigot mentality, religious bigot. His refusal to listen to other people's opinions made him a close-minded bigot.